This is team 1. For the first question, first of all, we put the mouse on the row B7, and we get those growth rate ratio from the spreadsheet given in this Excel. And also, we use the given factors such as the margin and asset in the given Excel spreadsheet. And we use a DCF model to get an estimated NPV, which is 870.19. We compare this number with the 400 given in the question, and we notice that since the 870.19 is significantly larger than 400, therefore there is no adjustment needed in this question. For the second question, we think it is true because according to the formula for the graduation value, we can see that both formulas have growth rate as a factor. However, from the formulas, we can tell that the higher the growth rate, the higher the graduation value would be. Therefore, when the balance sheet and income statement are the same for the two companies, the firm with higher growth rate will have a higher graduation value. And we jump to the last question at this time. And in the last question, we try to, since there are so many software companies in this industry, in order to compare those companies with SoftCon, we focus on the revenue part. Since so there the range is 11, there are 11 companies in this range, and we get more deeply to narrow the firms by looking at one of the measure ratio, which is the EV over revenue ratio. Since the SoftCon is a new company in this industry, so comparing with IBM and Microsoft, which are the mature companies in this field, Microsoft and IBM have pretty much more lower in this ratio than the SoftCon, which is from approximately 2 to 3. So we use the midpoint, which is 2.5 at this time. Therefore, we can compute a comparable valuation of by times 2.5 to 75 in order to get the 187.5 million.
For the very last question, because A, B, and D all represent the enterprise level quantity, so the numerator should be enterprise value, and C represents the quantity that only accrues to equity holders, so the numerator should be equity market value.